Chickasaw Lighthorse Police maintained law and order long before Oklahoma was a state. The name was a nod to the quick responding officers who served Indian Territory on horseback. And while the main objective of the Light Horsemen was the apprehension of criminals, their most honorable pursuit was that of peace and justice. And the legacy of the Lighthorse Police lives on today.
The Chickasaw Lighthorse Police Department is responsible for protecting the lives of the people that we serve and reduction of the occurrence and fear of crime. Having such a high-quality team, we're able to accomplish that mission.
We cover roughly 13 and a half counties.
And we work with everybody to ensure that the entire population is being served.
Here at Lighthorse, we're very proud. The governor has set a very high standard for us, and not only us, but other departments.
The Chickasaw Lighthorse Police Department Patrol Division is represented by special teams, the SWAT team, the dive team, and a specialized patrol team that includes man's best friend, the K-9 unit. Positions on these elite tactical units are highly sought after within the force.
There's quite a few guys that want to be a part of the dive team specifically. Most of us are striving to be a part of it because of the camaraderie they have, the level of training that they get, and then they go out and help in very difficult situations. It's a good thing to have the competition so that we can have the best officers available.
The dive team can be deployed at a moment's notice during times of emergency. The elite frontline divers specialize in everything from rescue missions to search and recovery to underwater evidence retrieval.
They assist other agencies in a variety of different things, whether it be looking for a person that's gone underwater or looking for evidence. That's their main focus.
So they're absolutely not only skilled, but it takes a brave person to do that, because 99% of the time the ponds and rivers and lakes that they dive in, they can't see their own hand in front of their face. So they're down there just feeling for objects at the bottom of the floor of the body of water that they're in. So yeah, it takes a lot for someone.
The Special Weapons and Tactics Team, or SWAT, follows the training and operational standards of the National Tactical Officers Association. This highly skilled team provides a ready response to tactical situations such as hostage situations and other high-risk incidents, and is ready to respond to calls from partner agencies as well.
We partner with local agencies, the sheriffs and chiefs of police for their different locations where we have our jurisdictions. So we cross-commission with those entities to provide a quicker response to the need for law enforcement.
We run high-risk search warrants. We have a lot of other departments that don't necessarily have the manpower to have their own SWAT team, so they will reach out to us and ask us to serve their high-risk search warrants for them, as well as our own. Beyond just personnel, we will often field phone calls, and sometimes it's not necessarily for the entire SWAT team. They may just need the armored vehicle to provide some sort of protection for a dangerous situation that a partner agency's officers have gotten themselves into. We will oftentimes show up and provide that protection with one of our armored vehicles.
Some officers are assigned specifically to drive our armored vehicle to the location.
The Chickasaw Nation invests heavily in their law enforcement and in law enforcement in general. The SWAT team and the dive team both, in my opinion, are very well equipped. We have 2 armored vehicles for the SWAT team. We just purchased a new dive boat. It fulfills all the capabilities that they need it for. We have top-of-the-line rifles that we carry, and just generally good equipment all around.
Knowing that you're putting yourself out there to save others or to protect the lives of others, it's a good feeling.
We feel like training is the key component that brings better services to the people. We're very dedicated to the training process for our officers and for the services that they supply.
The type of people that we want on the SWAT team are people with good moral character, highly driven and motivated, that can focus on being the best that they can be in any given situation and being able to think on their own.
We are given a lot of responsibilities as Chickasaw Nation Lighthorse police officers, and you need to do the right thing all the time, even when no one's looking.
The amount of training that's required per year, we go well above and beyond the minimum.
What we look for is the officers that don't just go out and do their jobs and go home. They go above and beyond, whether it's within the community or just on particular calls in general.
The call-outs come from a few times a year. It can be 6 times a year. But in between those times, what we do is we focus on our training. If you don't have that level of training, you're not doing yourself or the community as a whole, you're not doing them justice. You keep your skills above and try to be the best that you can so that whenever those times do happen, you can rely on that training.
Today's Lighthorse police officers serve with the same honor and integrity as their ancestors before them. And a century after the historic police force was established, the overall mission remains the same: to protect the lives and property of citizens while maintaining the highest ethical standards.
The Chickasaw Nation as a whole, they care for their citizens. So to be just a small part of that, just one little part, being a police officer for them and to protect them is just truly an honor.
It's phenomenal to know you're a part of the history of the original Lighthorse Police Department. Being part of the growth, being part of the direction that the department is headed is just a unique opportunity.
I think that the Lighthorse Police Department will only grow. If you look at the growth that we've had since 2004 until now, I think you'll see that same rate of growth over the next 5 years.
We live here, we work here, and we want to make everything be better as a whole.
We're going to show up when you call us, especially with our partnering agencies. We're going to show up, we're going to do our job, and we're going to make sure that everybody goes home safely.
For more information on the Lighthorse Police Special Teams, please visit Chickasaw.net.